What's up, you guys? It's Steve here. This is your stimulus check update and stimulus package update and the stimulus floodgates. They're about to open up. Now, as you guys know, in the last stimulus package that passed, that American Rescue Plan that got signed into law by Joe Biden back in March of 2021, well, included in that package was $350 billion allocated to states, cities, counties, local governments to help aid and assist their residents as they felt necessary. And we've already seen states like California provide a Golden State stimulus, which is sending out stimulus checks to residents in California. Also, we're seeing Maryland and New Mexico follow suit, and even cities. We're hearing a lot of cities are creating their own programs, and some have joined a universal basic income program, providing their residences with monthly reoccurring checks in the form of UBI, so that way they can have some assistance during this time. And this is all rolling out here right away because there is a limited time for them to use the funds. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest in this video as we're now hearing states, cities, counties, they're asking for guidance from the federal government because they want to use the money before they lose the money. So I'm going to get you caught up on that. And also the rental assistance program from the last stimulus package, that's kicking in as well, and it's going to be distributed on local levels. So I'm going to get you the details on that. And this is all not to be confused with the next stimulus package, which is going to be coming here very soon, that we're expecting to hear more details on this week. President Joe Biden is going to be unveiling details regarding the second portion of the infrastructure known as the American Families Plan. And that's where a lot of people are hoping we're going to be seeing a fourth stimulus check. And Democratic leaders are pushing for that check, and some are calling for monthly reoccurring checks. Now, we're going to get more details on that this week. I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel, but in this video, I'm going to get you caught up on the latest as to what's coming in the form of state, city, and county stimulus programs. So we're going to dive right in, but before we do, you can do me a quick favor, just takes a second, smash that like button, leave your comments, share this video out on social media platforms, just takes a second, helps me out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to come join the viewing community. Follow me on Instagram at SteveRam3. Consider joining the Patreon group to get exclusive access to me in these articles. And remember that my responses here on YouTube always have a gray stripe. If you don't see that, it's not me, it's those pesky scammers. I'm here to get you the latest. I'm not here to steal your information. I don't leave random WhatsApp numbers in the comments down below. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest regarding stimulus. All right, so first up, link in the description below to this article that just came out today that reads, U.S. states, cities await guidelines on spending stimulus. And it says, U.S. states and local governments are raring to tap billions of dollars coming their way in the new federal stimulus funding, but are anxiously awaiting guidance to determine whether items on their wish lists are allowed. It says U.S. Treasury Department guidance is also expected to clarify states' ability to cut taxes and may address using stimulus money to pay off debt. The $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan signed by President Joe Biden in March allocated $350 billion for states, municipalities, counties, tribes, and territories to help repair their pandemic-damaged budgets and economies. The federal government has a tight deadline to start distributing the money. Listen to this. The clock is certainly ticking. They have to get the money out the door by May 10th. And of course, this is nothing new. We saw this with the last stimulus package. As we saw, they had a deadline and everybody released their programs right before, and it was a mad rush for people to try to participate in all of the stimulus checks, the rental assistance, the utility programs, the small business funding, and this is likely going to be the exact same thing. And it's very likely that between now and May 10th, we are going to see the floodgates open up and we are going to see a ton of new stimulus programs rolling out from cities, states, and counties, and I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel. Now, reading on, the article says, unlike the $150 billion governments received under last year's Federal CARES Act, which was limited to only pandemic-related spending, the new money can be used to replace revenue lost due to the pandemic, provide premium pay for essential workers, and to invest in water, sewer, and broadband infrastructure, according to the U.S. Treasury. So there's a little bit of a broader definition as to how this money can be used. And it says governments have tons and tons of questions about eligible uses for the money, including financing other capital improvements that were deferred due to the pandemic and parking stimulus funds in interest-bearing accounts, according to Emily Brock, director of the Government Finance Officers Association Federal Liaison Center. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Should they be taking this money and just using it to provide programs to help their residences right now, or should they be taking it and investing it into other things that will help yield and bear more money, or should maybe they do a split of the two? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, but it sounds like since there's a broader definition, they're questioning what could we use this money for? Now, reading on, it says there's just a wide berth of interpretation in the legislative text, and that's why we're a little anxious to see if the Treasury guidance makes limitations or if it allows a greater opportunity, she said. Brock added that several state legislators are talking about using stimulus money to pay off outstanding debt, a move not addressed in the act. Now, the article goes on to let us know that in New Jersey, they've identified bonds that could be retired in the next few years if the state is afforded greater flexibility. Also, Illinois' governor said he wants to use stimulus dollars to take out the remainder of the $3.2 billion that his state borrowed last year through the U.S. Federal Reserve's Municipal Liquidity Facility to help ease a cash crunch. Now, the act does not allow the money to be used for pensions or to subsidize new state tax cuts. Now, the latter prohibition sparked 5 lawsuits against Biden's administration by Republicans' attorney general in several states. Ohio filed the first case on March 17th, right after it got signed into law, contending that Congress lacks the constitutional authority to limit states' taxing power in this manner. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of issues, a lot of questions, a lot of controversy about how states can use this money. Now, it's very likely between now and May 10th, as I mentioned, there's going to be a lot of programs rolling out here. I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date if we hear any on stimulus checks, rental assistance, utility programs, small business funding. I'll be sure to let you know. And if you hear about any, be sure to let me know so that way I can let the viewing community know here as well. But now, let's take a look at the rental assistance program that came out before in the American Rescue Plan, and now this is going to be distributed on local levels. Let's take a look at an article that just came out. So link in the description below to this article that reads how struggling households can get federal rental assistance. And it says an estimated 8.8 million Americans are behind on their rent, according to Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. While relief efforts have staved off some of the housing crisis, rent is still going to come due. The federal government has approved 2 rounds of rental assistance worth more than $46 billion total, and that is slowly making its way to renters. Additionally, the federal eviction moratorium has been extended to the end of June. Now, if you're struggling, here's what you should know about how to access this help. What's available? Congress has passed 2 different rental relief packages, the first approved in December and the second was approved in March. In general, the aid can help pay for back rent, next month's rent, and utility bills. Renters can get a year or more's worth of help getting caught up on their backed up rent. Now, who qualifies? There is some flexibility for states to adapt their programs, but in general, the federal relief money is available to those who earn 80% or less of the area median income in their area and have experienced some sort of pandemic-related hardship. Now, in addition to that, it says where to go. Renters who need help reach out to their local housing authority to find out if they qualify for federal relief and local aid. So they're going to be distributing this to local governments. So you're going to need to reach out to your cities, your counties, find out what programs they have, and this is going to be made available to you very soon. And lastly, you guys, as I mentioned, on the federal level, we're expecting to hear about the new stimulus package this week. Link in the description below to this article that just came out today, as we're hearing every single day more and more about the push for a 4th check. And this reads, for stimulus check update, how much and when will it arrive? And pretty much it says that we're expecting to hear more this week from President Joe Biden, and there's still a massive push from Democratic leaders to get that included. We will see, and I will be sure to let you guys know here on the channel. So you guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and as more information rolls out, like I said, I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel. Now, also, we're expecting to hear from President Joe Biden this week, and there's some concern about how are we going to be paying for all of this stimulus, and he let us know they're going to be increasing taxes significantly. Now, if you'd like to hear the latest details as to what they're proposing, be sure to check out my most recent video where I discuss everything involved with increased taxes. And in addition to that, if you're one of the people that's currently on unemployment and you have suddenly seen it stop for no apparent reason and you're not sure why, be sure to check out another video that I just recently uploaded that's going to get you updated as to what we're hearing, as this has happened in 33 states across the nation as they are having system failures. So I get you all the details in those videos, and like I said, as more info rolls out, I'll keep you up to date here on the channel. And once again, you guys, if you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget to smash that like button, leave your comments, share this out on social media platforms, come and join the Ram fam, smash the subscribe button, follow me on Instagram at SteveRam3, use the links in the description below to get free stocks and free cryptocurrency, and always remember that here on YouTube, my responses have gray stripes. If you don't see that, it's not me, and if you want to get exclusive access to me, consider joining that Patreon group where I share with you guys the latest updates in real time before they hit YouTube and any trades that I'm doing in the stock market or in cryptocurrencies. And with that being said, you guys, I hope this reaches you well. I'll be sure to catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.